Joke. Crazy joke. Yeah, I'm crazy joke. I be running through the snow. Got no pants, got no shirt, got no mother.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Crazy Joe. Today we're going to talk about the movie Presence, a new horror film ghost story from Stephen Soderberg. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the first time Stephen Soderberg has dipped his toes into the horror genre. I could be wrong about that. I think it is. I don't remember ever seeing another horror movie from Stephen Soderberg. I'll have to check his filmography and see if I'm mistaken. But I do think this is his first horror film. It's about a family that moves into a house that appears to be haunted. The family feels the presence of a ghost, particularly the teenage daughter, Chloe. The teenage daughter, Chloe, is seeing things move and perceiving something that the rest of the family isn't at first. This movie stars Lucy Liu as the mother. She's frankly the only cast member in this film I recognized. I did not know the actor playing her husband or the kids, but they move in. The daughter has undergone a traumatic experience. Her best friend recently died. She's convinced that the ghost in the house is her best friend. And that's our story. I don't want to say any more because to say any more would give things away. I don't want to give things away. There are some surprises and some twists in this movie. Let me say right off the bat that when you get to the end of this film, which I will not give away, no spoilers here, but when you get to the end of this film, I find it has a very satisfying ending. And the kind of ending that you go, okay, that was cool. I like that. It's creative. It's interesting. I like the ending of this film. That said, the film's a mixed bag. I don't like this movie across the board. Part of the problem is the way it's shot. I really don't care for some of the choices Stephen Soderbergh makes throughout the film. It's a haunted house movie, and it really reminded me of Paranormal Activity. Now, Paranormal Activity was a pretty fine, found footage film. If you're into found footage films, some people like found footage, some people hate found footage. It really is going to go with, your preferences towards found footage, whether you like that kind of movie or not. This is not a found footage film, but I felt like it was shot in a very similar manner to Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity, because you were looking at security footage camcorder footage, it would kind of happen in vignettes of here's this piece of footage, fade out. Here's this piece of footage, fade out. And this film used the same kind of fade outs. It felt like we kept having vignette after vignette after vignette, fade to black, fade to black, fade to black. Like we were just looking at a collection of scenes. It didn't feel like it meshed together well. I felt like I was watching a found footage movie, even though I wasn't watching a found footage movie. This movie really felt, in the way it was shot, in the cuts, cut, fade to black, cut, fade to black, like Paranormal Activity. And I don't hate Paranormal Activity, but it kind of felt a little blah in this movie. Like I felt this movie needed a little bit more pizzazz. This movie needed, maybe that's not the right word. I don't know. It just wasn't working for me, the way this film was shot. There was also very little use of music. So there's some music in the movie, but very little use of music. So it's very often just these quiet scenes of people in a room with no background music. Just that's sort of adds to the found footage feeling of it. And yeah, I really felt like I was watching a found footage movie, even though this isn't a found footage movie. I don't know. The story's good. It's the execution I had problems with. I don't think this movie was... Steven Soderbergh's a great director. I don't think this is one of his better directorial efforts. I don't think this film is really well directed. I don't know. It's a shame because where it takes us, I like where we go. I just feel like it could have been shot and directed and edited in a more interesting manner than it was. It felt very blah. So I don't know. I guess that's my review. I can't say too much without giving away the story. I don't want to give away the story, but it is a ghost story. It is an effective ghost story. It's got a great ending, but it's kind of hampered by this found footage type feel to a movie that is not ultimately a found footage film. I wanted to like it more. I walked out very disappointed. Like, why did Soderbergh make the choices he made in this film? I don't know. There's a lot of potential here, and I think there's a great movie somewhere in here, but the film we got, it just doesn't do it for me. I don't know if I'll ever watch this again. If I do, it maybe only once. This isn't something I could sit and watch and repeat over and over. Yeah, so unfortunately, this is a semi-negative, this is really in the middle. I'm giving this like 2.5 stars out of 5. For me, a 3 star is a solid entry. So this falls just a little bit short. It falls a 0.5 star short. All right, there you go. Presence out now. Check it out. You know, always make up your own mind. If any of this intrigues you, go see it. See if you disagree with me. All right, everybody, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open it, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander pajamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.